Yo, it's jam packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track. We got the juice, the vibe, the facts, so lean in close, it's time to unpack. Mic check 1 2, we breaking the mold. Story so bold, got the heat and the cold. From culture to combo, we never play flat. Every beat, every word, yeah, jam packed. J for the jokes, A for the art, M for the moments that hit from the heart, M for the magic, the mind, the map. Put it all together, now you're jam-packed. Tune in, lock in, we're taking you higher. Fuel for your thoughts, spark for your fire. No filler, no fluff, just truth intact. This ain't just a part, it's jam-packed. Yo, it's jam-packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track. We got the juice, the vibe, the facts, so lean in close, it's time to unpack.
Andrew, do you know who Chase Young is?
Yeah, of course.
My point is, I don't either.
Hey, Drew.
These
It's your
defensive
boy.
teams. Kate Cunningham, what? Mike, just concede, man. It was about not being in the play-in, bro. Just concede already.
We're back
What's going
with
on with
another.
Mike's video?
I know.
Come on. Get to the ring. Hey. What up, Jam Packed? What it do? Welcome back to another episode of Jam Packed. I'm MK. I'm your host. I'm going to bring in one of my guys real quick before we start off. This dude is the man of the hour. Can't do this without him. My guy, John M83. What up, John?
What's up, brother? How we doing?
Oh, you know, same old. Trying to figure out what just happened to freaking UConn. Couldn't hit a three for the life of them.
I know.
I mean, they jacked up a ton of threes there towards the end, which I get. Like, okay, you had to, but still.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see more action. Michigan was just too much. Michigan, too big. They were blocking basically almost everything inside.
I know. It's rough.
Rebounding everything. Like that's just tough. Michigan takes home the national championship tonight with the win. They won. Oh, I just had it. Hold on. They won 69-63 over UConn. UConn on literally the brink of what could have possibly been a dynasty. 3 of the last 4 national championship appearances. Had they won this one, man, that probably would have solidified it. But congrats to Michigan. I want to say it's their first title in like 37 years.
Long time.
So a long time coming, very, very long time coming. With that said, I'm gonna share this because this just brings me a ton of joy. And it only brings me a ton of joy because Tesla's no longer in first place. Tesla, I love you, my boy, but you're not here, so I can make fun of you. What's even funnier is the guy that won first place, Matt. I was just talking to him earlier. He said, "Oh, seriously, I won."
Oh my goodness, you didn't even know.
I said, "Yeah, man. Isn't that you up top?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, I was just telling one of the other guys who also filled out a bracket." He's like, "I was just telling them I basically took the 1 seeds to the Final Four and just picked Michigan for Harbaugh."
Oh my goodness, for Harbaugh, not even there.
No, he's a Charger fan.
Oh, okay.
That's where the connection is, right?
Yeah.
Which will make Mike even more pleased.
Well, I'll tell you
Sorry,
what,
Tesla.
for 5th place for me, this is the highest I've ever ranked in the
Let's
bracket.
go, bro! Out of 41 brackets, man, you did a great job, and you came from behind too.
Yeah,
You had a lot more teams go deeper into the bracket. I, however, like some of the teams that I had going deep into the bracket got out pretty early, so I was all the way down in 11th. But congrats to everybody who made it in the top 10. Matt out there with that championship bracket in a group. Tesla rounding out in number 2. His daughter right there, Jossie's out in third. I'm gonna give her a gift. We'll forget second place. That's first place. That's first loser. We'll
100%.
get a prize for third place.
I like that.
Fish sandwiches, my guy out in Alaska. Congratulations, man, on 4th. And then rounding out Jay, the J in Jam, man. You can't have Jam without the J. I'll tell you that. Tell you what. But it was good. Absolutely amazing time during March Madness. It's for me, it's a lot of fun because I get to see what college coaches are trying to do. Nowadays, especially with the league transitioning the way they transitioned into the 3-point game, how that's affected college and their 3-point shooting. I mean, a lot of guys, teams are just jacking them up. I mean, we saw it when we were at the conference championships in Vegas, man. I'm like, dude. Dude. I saw one kid from New Mexico literally jack up like 53s between warm-up and the game and missed 6 total the entire time I watched him shoot, man. It was wild.
It's crazy.
Absolutely wild. Now, mind you, I don't think he didn't even have game high, but he was a pinnacle part of spreading out that defense for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Can't wait till next year.
I know.
Can't wait for next year. If you want to join us to Vegas, you got to hit us up.
Yes.
We'll be in Vegas for a couple of conference tournaments next year. So, yeah, excited for that. Congrats to Michigan. Congrats also to UCLA, taking out South Carolina in the women's championship as well. UCLA won 79-51. Just needed to give that props out, so I didn't seem too biased to the men's league. Dude, Michigan had some tough defense. They held the majority of their opponents under 37% shooting, including I think they held UConn to 31%.
I'm looking up right now.
But that's wild, dude.
I know.
That's all out defense, and there were a couple times, man, I was like, "Jeez, these refs are letting them play."
Yeah, but I think that's okay. I don't mind the physicality of a game, especially in playoffs, because we don't want the ticky-tack fouls. Let the boys play. Let the chips fall as they may. I just think I was a little frustrated with watching 9 to 33 from the 3-point line. I think that's the only thing that killed me is there were. I think towards the end of the game, you have to shoot some threes. I get that. I was almost hoping that was going to happen, only because I seen UConn throughout the playoffs do fairly well from a 3-point shooting standpoint. I guess my big thing was you're shooting threes sometimes on possessions where you've only taken like 5 or 6 seconds off the clock. Like, like work that ball around, see if you can find at least an open three. Some of the threes that they were shooting were contested, and that's frustrating to see when you might have had a better opportunity because you only knocked off 6-7 seconds off the shot clock, right? Like I think you could have just been a little bit more patient in some of those possessions. And what was crazy is earlier in the game in the first half, UConn played wonderful defense, right? They had a few steals, a couple of fast break rebounds that you kind of thought would transition into points, and for whatever reason they just couldn't get it done. So
yeah, I'm like looking at their postseason, just in the tournament. Let's see, they played Tennessee. They held Tennessee to 32% field goal shooting. Arizona to 37%. That is the highest, literally the highest that they let up in the tournament was against Arizona, and Arizona did not look good at all. Like Michigan shot lights out against Arizona. They held UConn to 31%, Alabama 36%. And hold on, let's see. Do I care so much about this one? Probably not. I mean, St. Louis nobody knew who St. Louis before the tournament, right? St. Louis did shoot 44%, but still,
so
they lost by 20.
A couple of 6'9" forwards and a 7'3" center. I mean,
yeah,
it's very hard to shoot over that. They're very long. They're very rangy too. And so very smart defenders spread the defensive floor very well and made it very hard for shooters to shoot.
I mean, it's just wild. They just had size, man. Their size was unbelievable.
Yeah, and the size turned into rebound there. You know, like you have one guy who's able to go out and contest a shot, and you have two others fight for the rebound. So
yeah,
wonderfully done by Michigan.
Now I will give UConn their kudos, man. They fought. That was a fight, and they brought it within 4. But I mean, they stayed in the game. It's not like they went down double digits, early and then stayed down the entire game. Like it went back and forth. At one point, I did think UConn had some momentum until I think it was that hooking foul that kind of shifted the momentum into Michigan's favor, and then Michigan went on a run. But I mean, kudos to UConn. I love seeing teams fight, especially ones that are playing from behind. I love to see. Okay, let's see what we're made of. Let's see the grit. Show me you want to be here. Show me that you actually, actually want this. I've seen too many teams that they go down 6, maybe go down 8, maybe even go down 10, and then the body language just kind of completely shifts. And there are some guys that may not think so, but I used to tell my guys, look, man, you think body language is silent? It screams. And as a competitor, if I see your body language, in any form, down, defeated, I'm like, now I know I got you. Yep. And we're just going to keep jabbing at it until you literally give up. And so kudos to UConn for showing that grit, fighting until the end. There was a play down the stretch. Michigan got the rebound and literally just threw it down the floor. I don't understand why this isn't more of a thing in basketball. The other team has to UConn had to get shots off, quick shots, and try to get as many shots as possible. Michigan got the rebound, and instead of holding it and taking the foul, they threw it down the court, and it was a kind of a higher lob. It wasn't necessarily a bullet down the court. No, even with nobody streaking down the court, he still tossed it. It literally ran off 5-6 seconds off the clock. UConn couldn't even get another shot off after that.
Yep, smart.
Like just a completely smart play. Like that's very high IQ, basketball IQ for sure. Like I don't understand why more teams don't do that. Like why not just toss it up in the air? I mean, that's seconds coming off the clock. Seconds that they can't buy back. Where even with the with the challenge, or I mean, you have to have possession to call timeout. Like I don't have the ball. Like you're gonna have to foul and make the refs choose when did the foul actually happen. And anywho, more on college hoops. UNC is going to hire Mike Malone.
Saw that. Dude,
is UNC just going to the pros and hiring semi-retired coaches, like with Belichick there, now Malone? Like, okay, we're gonna forget the up and coming college guys. We're just gonna hire ex-pro guys and go from there. Who knows?
I thought it was pretty crazy. Their starting guard, I think, jumped into the transfer pool when that happened.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? Which I don't understand it, man. Other things that I don't understand happened today as well, or maybe it was yesterday. Apparently Angel Reese is worth 2 first-round picks.
I love it.
I'm pretty sure that's higher than her shooting average. Like, I don't understand.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, congrats to Angel Reese for, demanding 2 first-round picks, but I'm pretty sure Chicago came out on top in that trade.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
You just gave me 2 first-round picks? Yup, happening. Okay.
Well, they get themselves a rebounder. That's what she can do.
Like, wow. I didn't see that coming. Definitely did not see that coming. And then just as soon as she got traded to Atlanta, for those who don't know, for 2 first-round picks. As soon as she got traded, Atlanta Dreams tickets boosted heavily. I'm like, oh my, okay, now we're just that's all it's about. They're just trying to sell tickets. I get it. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Nope. There you go.
Fair enough. Okay, this is wild. I got a bone to pick with whoever's in charge of the Olympics here in LA. And the ticket prices for some of these things are just insane, bro. They are so insane. So, I like signed up for early access to like look at tickets. I didn't even know what event I wanted to do, right? I was like, oh, this would be cool. It'd be cool to like, go see an opening ceremony or whatever. Like whatever. I don't necessarily care. Right. And then I go through and like opening ceremony is like completely sold out already. Right. I'm like, oh shoot. That's not good. What's closing ceremony look like? Starting price for a closing ceremony ticket, $4,900, bro.
That's not including parking.
Excuse me, $4,900.
That's crazy.
Okay, now most of the stuff, like you had to like go through and kind of filter through it, like events, sites, because some of them were in San Jose. I'm like, oh shoot, I can't even get the preliminary for that because that's up in San Jose. Like that's not even in LA.
Yeah.
I'm like, so like, okay, well that's no good. The events that were open were like canoeing, equestrian, synchronized swim, and even those tickets, the smallest price I saw, bro. The smallest price I saw was $76 a ticket out of all the events that I saw, right? And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I'd rather just save up and go to I'd rather drive to Vegas, watch the Raiders lose.
There you go.
I'm like, $76 a ticket? What? No, I don't even know half of these athletes.
You're not wrong.
Oh my gosh.
And if your event is equestrian, honestly, I'd rather just go to the zoo. Like, let's just go look at animals that way. If that's what we're gonna do.
Exactly. So, I'm like scrolling through social media and I come across this feed. This dude lives in LA. He said, he's like, like America, like, I love you, America. But he said it was cheaper, literally cheaper for me to fly to Paris, get game tickets, and watch a World Cup game than it is to drive 10 minutes here in LA.
No way.
And watch a game.
Jeez.
Isn't that wild? It was cheaper. Cheaper for him to go to Qatar and watch a World Cup game.
Golly.
And get great seats. And then it would be for him to drive 10 minutes and try to watch a game in some like nosebleeds.
That's
like, oh, yikes. Obviously, that was like after I saw the ticket prices. I was like, yeah, bro, I got comfort of my own living room. I'm cool because that doesn't include snacks, man. I'm like, I get to an event and I'm like, cool, I'm chilling. I need some snacks. I need something. And nope, that ain't even happening. That ain't happening at all. Like, come on, man. Yeah, I was beside myself, bro. Absolutely beside myself. What have you seen going on this week?
I mean, other than college hoops, man, just starting to get into baseball, settling in on watching some Dodgers.
Nice.
Tonight they smashed the Blue Jays 14-2, so
Let's
happy
go.
about that. For the Angel fans out there, Joe Adell had a wonderful defensive game the other night. Man, stole 3 home runs. Like, I've never seen anybody rob 3 home runs before, and the Angels are actually doing pretty well as of now. I know the season's still super early, but they got a couple wins under their belt, so they're doing well too. But man, just getting ready for baseball. I can't wait for football to start. I think everyone right now, from now until the next couple weeks, is going to be a lot of talks on who's going to draft whom and are there any good pickups or trades happening. So just getting ready for football as well.
Yes, sir. Getting ready for football. So along the lines of that, the 3 home run robbed home runs. I'm gonna make sure I say that right. The odds of 3 home runs in a game hit your direction just short enough, right? Or just short enough for you to be able to reach them is insanely wild.
Yeah.
Just the odds of that happening alone is. Poof.
So the odds of a team hitting 3 home runs in general, right? And we're talking anywhere along, left field, right field, center, is pretty up there. Then you talk about 3 having the chance to hit your side, and then on top of that, the 3 that you have the chance to rob, is the percentage is so low, and the fact that he was able to grab all 3, right, and he was a hero for a game. Was really great. And I think it's great for the fans to see too, because they were just cheering that guy on, and it was so. I'm a Dodger fan, I'm a huge Dodger fan, but love to see wonderful plays in any sporting event. And I thought it was amazing that Joe was able to catch all three hits his way. So that was really cool.
Speaking of the Dodgers, their single A team, the Buzzers.
Their single A team, I think, is Ontario this year.
Yeah,
I don't know if is that their name. I'm not really sure.
I'm pretty sure it's Buzzers. They just opened up their stadium.
Oh, okay.
And looks pretty sweet. Would love to catch a game out there now that the new stadium's open. Along with a couple of Quakes games. I know we're going to a couple of Quakes games, but would love to see just would love to see the new stadium. That'd be great. That'd be dope.
Yep, I'm excited about that. Pick up a jersey real quick.
Yes, sir. Just to get a button. Yes, sir. Let's see. No, good luck to the MLB for sure. The MLB is tough, man. There's so much. I'm not a fair weather fan. I'm a live fan.
Okay.
I would much rather watch a game live than I would on TV. Like, I don't have the pay. It doesn't. I guess for me, it doesn't move fast enough, right? I like football. Yeah. It moves a lot faster. Basketball, you're always on the court, right? Yes, you have your commercials, but for the most part, like the pace is up there. For me, baseball is to watch it on TV. And mind you, this is just me. Is the same way like people watch golf or tennis. Like I'm like, I need a little bit faster, dude. Like,
yeah.
And that's just me. That's just the type of fan I am. But we go to a game. I don't even care who's playing. Honestly, we used to go to AAA games all the time. I didn't care who was playing. I'm just having a good time. I'm there to chill. Like whatever.
Well, I think that the coolest thing now is that there's a call it like a pitch clock. So you have a certain amount of time to pitch, and I like that because some of these games have drug on for like 3 hours, and I'm like, man, I got work the next day. Like I love being at an event, but I'm like, man, I got work the next day. So let's just keep it to what we need to do. And 14, 15 seconds is pretty cool because it just keeps the speed going.
Which is okay. So think about this. We complain about the game's like 3 hours. Like, bro, like what is going on? Tesla's not on here tonight, but he just got back from the East Coast, and he's watching March Madness, and he's watching Arizona lose, and he's like, dude, I was like, it's like almost midnight. Like, the game's not even over. I'm like, this is hard to watch. Like, I do not envy any of the
East Coast people.
Any of the East Coast guys. And I mean, I get it, man. That's got to be tough. Got to be tough. I feel a little bit for the East Coast guys and the guys in Hawaii. Like, because the guys in Hawaii got to watch it super early. The guys in the East Coast got to watch it super late.
Yeah, fair point.
What do you mean I got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning?
I'd wake up earlier, I think, for sporting events versus trying to stay up later is a little harder. But yeah.
Especially if we got work, man. That's rough. Yeah. That is rough. Drewski's not here, but I know he's going to want to talk a little bit of NBA. He's going to bring up the Lakers. I don't. I keep telling him they don't have enough. Whatever. We'll move on to the NFL. All right, NFL's draft is happening. The end of this month.
Yep.
And it's looking awfully nice right now. The Raiders just signed Kirk Cousins. I know it's not a huge signing, but it is absolutely great for the Raiders. Number one, they have a veteran, because the only other quarterback they had on roster was Aiden O'Connell, and AOC ain't the veteran you want your rookie quarterback to learn after.
Fair point.
It does help the Raiders. Cousins ended up spending 3 years with Kubiak in Minnesota. If you look back at Kirk Cousins' career in Minnesota, they weren't too bad. Which got him to Atlanta, and who knows what the heck Atlanta's doing. Atlanta's doing a lot of stuff, man. We're gonna sign Kirk Cousins. We're gonna draft. What's his name from UW? His name's now like leaving me. I don't remember what his name is. Anyways, they ended up drafting him number 8 overall, which kind of raised a bunch of eyebrows. Like, wait, what just happened? And now they're letting go Kirk Cousins, which, by the way, thank you, Atlanta, for paying Kirk Cousins' remaining salary so that we can use him and you can pay him.
Oh, Penix.
That's right. So they like draft Penix, then let go. They let go of Kirk Cousins, only to sign Tua. What? What does that make any sense?
It doesn't. It's the response.
So now Atlanta has Penix, Tua, and Trevor Siemian in their quarterback room. Raiders are expected to draft Fernando Mendoza. That's not new nor quiet news. I honestly feel I saw this I saw this picture. Somebody had posted this picture, and it was like the right half was Mendoza and the left half was Kirk Cousins. Bro, I kid you not, it was like identical.
Oh man.
And I'm glad Tesla's not on. I know he's not. I'm glad he's not on right now because he'd give me a bunch of crabs. Oh, Kirk Cousins go take the Raiders to the Super Bowl. Look, man, just because I'm okay with the signing does not mean I said they're going to the Super Bowl. Okay, they've made a lot of great moves that make a lot more sense than they've had in the past. And when I say in the past, I can literally count 5 guys that they've had major signings over that have disappeared after the major signings, right? I.e. Christian Wilkinson, i.e. Chandler Jones, i.e. Javon Walker, i.e. There is no short list when it comes to the Raiders and signing free agents that just kind of disappear. So not saying that the free agents that they signed are going to disappear, but at the same time, I'm excited about the guys that they brought on. We needed help on the O-line. We needed help at the second level in our linebacker room. And we were able to do all that and add some more. And I'm like, this is great. I'm okay now. Okay, we still need wide receiver help, but we'll see what the draft holds. Who knows?
I think the Raiders should be commended for having a plan, like going and getting Geno and Pete Carroll before knowing anything, right? Like they're just like, hey, this is the plan we want to go. This is the direction we want to go. They tried to make it work, and it didn't work out, and that's okay. But my commendation for them is the fact that they were able to adjust and pivot quickly and say, hey, we tried something, it didn't work, sorry, but we're not going to hang on to this, and we're going to move forward. And there's a new plan, and it feels like the new plan might be even better. So, kudos to them for adjusting quickly, seeing kind of what the writing is on the wall, and then not getting buried in, or in too deep with that plan, and being able to pivot and move forward.
Exactly. I'm okay with a quick pivot. I mean, you could spend years, right, Cleveland?
Yeah. Yes.
Right, Cleveland? Right, Jets? You could spend years, decades even. I mean, we're in our second decade now, so we're not short of that. Wow. Saints ended up adding to their quarterback room. They have Tyler Schuff, Spencer Rattler, and they just brought on Zach Wilson on a 1-year deal.
I mean, I guess I don't really know what you're doing, Saints. So if you're gonna take a flyer on somebody, this is my opinion. I don't make as much as anybody in the Saints, so who knows? Maybe I'm crazy, but maybe take a flyer on Tua there, right? Maybe you could have taken a flyer on Kyler. And obviously Kyler's with the Vikings now, but I mean, maybe that made a little bit of a sense. Like I don't know what you think you're gonna get from Zach Wilson, because I feel like he's moved around a few spots, and you've seen the best of Zach Wilson. I don't think that, you can unlock anything more from there. Now, if he was just a camp arm, or if he's going to be some, like a strong number 2, all right, fair enough. But I don't know that that's going to happen, right? Like, I mean, yeah. Spencer Rattler took enough starts, and this is crazy because I can't believe I'm saying this, but I mean, he would be a legitimate number 2 right now for the Saints, not for all the other teams out there, but for the Saints. I think he's proven himself at least with that team. He can move the ball. It's not great, it's not pretty, but he can move it. So, man, I don't know. I don't like wasted signings. You know, you add depth when it comes to, you know, offensive, defensive line, you know, basically any other skill position. But like, I don't think you add depth just to add it on the quarterback side. When the depth that you're adding is either equal to or less than, you know, who you have on the line.
Eagles are adding Damian Pierce to their roster. They've agreed to terms. That'll help their running back room. Although they got to get back to running the ball.
Yeah, and I'm really hoping that Damian Pierce can stay healthy. You know, the good thing about him is he can be a ground and pound guy, but I would love to see him just stay healthy and just have a full season underneath his belt.
Yeah. Speaking of the Vikings and Kyler Murray going there to possibly, if not back up, I mean, like who knows who their starter is going to be, but Carson Wentz is also returning back to the Vikings, man. Like, so they, I think their quarterback room is over full.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think the starter makes sense that it's Kyler, right? I think they left room for JJ to battle for it, but I really can't see that a situation or a scenario that Kyler doesn't take that starting position. And then from there, is JJ the number 2 or number 3? I think either way, if he doesn't get the starting position, I don't know that it matters. Hold on to a clipboard and learn, right? Mm-hmm. I do think he can learn from Carson Wentz because there are some things that Carson Wentz has done really well throughout his career. I'm hoping, right, that watching Kyler, I'm hoping Kyler gets revamped this year. You know, he's got some outstanding receivers he's going to be working with. He's got a great tight end he's going to be working with. I don't think his running back room is horrible. So I think this offense is primed for him to do well. He will have a better offensive line, so I mean he can't complain about that. And hopefully JJ can learn a lot from what he sees out of Kyler.
The Browns don't believe in offense, but they do believe in defense. Re-signing their defensive end Okwara and adding AJ Epinesa to their D line. Apparently, that's the only position they care about. I don't understand it. That's why I'm not a Browns fan. But good for you.
Well, hopefully they can get some turnovers and at least allow the offense a few more chances.
I think I can't remember if they top out or if the Jets top out with the most starting quarterbacks since their last playoff win or something. It's something crazy like that. I just remember one of their seasons they had like 7 starting quarterbacks in the same season, bro. Like, whoa,
crazy!
What is happening? Stop investing in your D line. Start investing in your O line.
Right. Good call.
And I'm gonna apologize to my uncle because he's a Browns fan.
Well, somebody has to be. Don't apologize.
Draft is around the corner. Anything out of the normal? I honestly feel this is just a meh draft class. I'm gonna be honest with you. Meh at quarterback, just okay at receiver. I don't see anybody like besting any of the rookies this last year. I don't know, man. I did see one of the guards out of Hawaii just isn't getting talked about enough. And he's an offensive lineman, and I'll look for his. Oh, of course, they don't have it up yet. I'll look for his name here in a second. But he had some insane stats as far as as far as offensive linemen go,
Mhm.
to where let me see if I can pull it up because I'm pretty sure I have it saved. Yeah. Because I wanted to talk about him. I'm like, dude, I had no idea this dude had these kind of stats. Like, are you serious? That's yeah, I didn't save that one. Too many Instagram accounts, man. First, I gotta check JAMM Packed, then I gotta check the other one, and then I gotta check the other one. Like, what? It's just wild, bro. Absolutely wild.
So I do like a couple of the receivers that are coming out, though. So
I do. I just don't know if they are any better than the draft class that just happened.
I think it's a fair point. It's a fair point. So I'm a huge homer for USC Trojans. So I love Makai Lemon coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily a big guy, but has some good athleticism. He's fast. He's tough. I think he can do well for a team. I kind of look at him like maybe a Jordan Addison, and I think Jordan Addison, as long as he can stay out of trouble and healthy, does really well for the Vikings. I like Denzel Boston from the Washington Huskies. Nice big X. He can move well. Kind of hoping that if we the Niners did choose a receiver in the first round, that might be somebody that they look at.
Mm-hmm.
There's Casey Concepcion, there's Chris Bell, there's a couple of receivers out there that I think are going to be good, at least for the first round, and possibly into the top second round. That might be pretty decent and might be exciting to watch.
I did like Boston coming out of UW. I was really hoping that had the Raiders kept their 2 first-round picks from Baltimore, that they would have used one of them on him if he would have dropped that low. I'm not saying that he would, but I was kind of looking forward to that, and then that fell through, and then I was back to being okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, why? This is why I don't pay attention to like half of it. And Tesla was giving me crap about, this is why you don't watch the first couple of days of free agency, because they don't count until the actual day, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure we're pretty fine. Whatever. I'm like, so Raiders made all those signings, and then we acquired former Baltimore Raven Max Crosby.
That's a fair point.
Oh, and didn't add to our draft to our cap. Great. It's good stuff.
Were you talking about Malachi Lee?
I believe so. Hold on.
6'7", 330-pound offensive tackle. Was a 4-star recruit who committed to Michigan and was named the 2025 Marcus Mariota Award winner as Hawaii's top high school player.
No, that's not him.
Oh, not that guy.
Let me. I'll look up who it is, because it's gonna bug me now.
So I think there's a lot of good defensive linemen this year in the draft. There's a couple of good linebackers that are going to be exciting. A couple of good safeties that can go first round. I still think it's the defensive class this year that's prettier and shinier, I think, than the offensive class. But I think that changes as we get into next year, right? And possibly the year after. I think there's a ton of offensive weapons that are going to come out within the next couple of years that I think are going to really help some teams going forward. So it's exciting. Arch Manning being one of them. So.
Is this the guy? Now I'm looking. Hold on. Who are the Niners looking to fill? Like, what positions have you heard anything on who you guys are looking at?
So, I mean, David or Denzel Boston was somebody that we actually brought in to have discussions with. There was an offensive lineman that they really liked, and then there was talks of safety. So the one thing I like about the Niners when they talk about a position like safety, they might bring them in to work safety and then learn cornerback. Like the thing is they'll move that secondary around to fit the needs of what they're looking for, and I do like that. So I just think we have a lot of holes right now. We're really old on defense in the linebacker position. I love Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, but health concerns are my concern when you talk about the San Francisco 49ers. And, I'd love to see we get some depth, but I don't think that'll come in the early rounds. I think that comes in the later rounds.
Because they're not minor injuries. I mean, they're pretty big.
Yeah, pretty scary. But again, if we're going to go offense, they're talking receiver offensive lineman for first round, second round, and defensive lineman and safety. If we're going to look on the defensive side, we have no third round picks, but we have 3/4, and they're within 10 spots. So the good thing there is if we like a couple players that fall to that area, we can probably just gather them all up. So that'd be nice.
With the addition of Mike Evans, are you feeling okay on offense?
So yes, but I think, and hopefully I'm not wrong here, but I am truly excited about Christian Kirk. Mike Evans is an X factor, and there's no denying that. But I was looking at the next piece that they wanted to move on, and Christian Kirk has the ability to play a wonderful slot position. And I think that's something that we need ever since Debo has been gone. We are not fast in the slot position. Ricky Pearsall had to play the X receiver, and that's not necessarily what he does or does well. So when he doesn't have the number one cornerback on him, I think he can put on a show. But I think Christian Kirk will allow some to demand some respect when it comes from cornerback and even safety coming up to help. And I like that. He's not a wild player, not by any means, but he can catch that ball and he can do something with it when he's healthy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It takes a special receiver to be a number one, right? But if you can complement a strong number one, like that's just oh snap. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. It was almost like Duke won, but they didn't. Hey!
I got bored. I'm so sorry. I lost time. I didn't even realize it. I was like, oh.
You're good, man. You're good.
Oh.
What's up, my guy?
How y'all doing?
Not too bad, man. How'd you feel after watching that Michigan UConn game?
Dude, I was so finally UConn is out, bro. Oh my god. Just couldn't tell the very last game, but just can't stand Dan Hurley winning anymore, bro.
Dude, had he have won, he would have had his own dynasty right there, man. I'm like, whoa.
He's got UConn in the title contention every year, man. It's crazy. They're always in the combo.
Can't count them out. That's good coaching right there. Like one of the commentators kept repeating over and over again that they play a specific style of of basketball, and it takes a certain type of player to play in that system. And if you don't fit that system, they won't recruit you or they won't offer you, which makes a lot of sense, right? Like, why would you bring in somebody who doesn't fit what your whether it's your culture, right? What you're trying to do offensively or what you're trying to do defensively. I know a lot of guys are like, well, but he's a 5-star. Don't care. I don't care what he does. If he doesn't do what, I don't want to have to change what I've created or what I've done previously because of one kid who's a 5-star who all of a sudden is now in our program. Like, give me the kids who have grit. Give me the kids who will play with the chip on their shoulder. Like, kudos to UConn for fighting that out. Like, I know a lot of teams that would have backed down. They're Michigan's too tall, they're too tough, they're too physical. Like, that would have just backed down from that and would have lost by way more, double digits than what UConn just put up. But I'm glad they didn't go down. Like, to me, Arizona got down early, right? They got down super early and just couldn't get enough to fight back. UConn never got down double digits super early. They kept it close. At some point, they even looked like, hey, we could take this.
Yeah.
And the momentum shifted, and for me, it felt like that hooking call kind of shifted the momentum in Michigan's favor, because that's when Michigan went on a run.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, it's like, dude, they fought. You can't say they didn't fight. They tried as much as they possibly could. So kudos to UConn.
Dude, yeah, they fought better than I thought they would. At least, like, I expected it. I didn't think it would be as much of a blowout as the Arizona Michigan game was, which I was surprised by that game. I'm sure we all were. Like, it was just the two best teams in the tournament duking it out, and Arizona had no shot. So I was like, I think it'll be closer than that because it's the title game and it's Dan Hurley. But yeah, dude, like there were points in that game, as someone rooting for Michigan in that game, there were points in that game where I was like, oh shoot, like, there's no way like UConn could actually do this. There were, a couple minutes left, like they're still within striking distance, and then solo ball hits that bank three with get them down to, like, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, no. Like, why is this happening? But yeah, neither team was hitting from outside, especially in the second half. Like, no team did go. If UConn was able to nail just a few of those looks, it's a totally different ball game. It's just crazy.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. You gonna be able to join us in Vegas for next year's March Madness, man?
Let's go. Heck yeah.
I'm putting that in the universe out there in the universe right now, Jack. That's happening. You're gonna come join us.
Yeah, dude. That'd be so fun.
Let's see here. What else we got? We were just talking NFL draft coming up end of this month. How are the Eagles looking? Any prospects they've been looking at lately? Like, how are you feeling about the team? Give me the lowdown.
I'm feeling like solid about the team right now. I mean, it's really just like it's team wise. I'm just like, well, they just need to get AJ Brown more involved in the offense. Having more involved than just happy. Because I mean, it's he's even stated in the past, like, yeah, Super Bowl's nice, but he really wants to just contribute, and get touches and stuff. So, I can understand both sides, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, if you're winning, like, who cares?
Yeah.
But it's the competitor in him. So I really just hope that the Eagles can get him more involved. But at the same time, as far as draft needs go, I think their biggest need is safety, which has been their biggest need all offseason long, especially losing Blankenship and losing a few other defenders in the secondary. So I'm like, okay, we need to get some guys out there, because right now Sidney Brown also went to the Falcons, so we have in the secondary, it's like, who do we have? We have Makuba, who we drafted last year. But then outside of that, it's like, well, DeJean, but we're pretty thin at safety right now. So definitely some secondary help would be good.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. Kind of got to play defense, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be like the Browns and just be all defense and no offense. You don't want to be the Bengals and all offense, no defense. You gotta be somewhere in the middle, right? I don't know what's going on in the AFC North, but that's what they got going on.
Joe Burrow in for a treat next year.
Dude, so I found the lineman, bro. It's Zen Sotelo.
Oh, okay.
Out of Hawaii. He's only allowed. He's a offensive guard out of University of Hawaii. He's only allowed 2 sacks and 2 hurries in over 1,500 career snaps.
Dang.
That's impressive, bro. I know they probably aren't, they're not facing Alabama, every year, but that's impressive.
Sure.
He goes, including that, he hasn't given up either a QB hit or sack in 600 plus snaps in 2025.
Dang. That's great.
Okay, he finished in the top 15 in FBS linemen with a 1.1% pressure rate allowed. That's impressive, bro.
Is he like in the draft?
Yes, he's going in the draft, and I was telling him to like, dude, I saw this dude's stats come across my feed, and I'm like, how more teams haven't been talking about him and trying to draft him is wild. Like I'm interested to see where he goes in the draft, if he gets picked up anywhere. He also had an impressive all-around pro day, including 31 bench reps. He was the team captain of one of the premier blocking interior O-linemen in the draft. But yeah, dude, like you need somebody to come in and just kind of bolster the interior line like that. That's got to be the guy, or at least one of the guys.
The Bengals need, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Go to the Bengals. Let's go to the Bengals. Yeah, dude. I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're focusing on the wrong stuff. What else? Anything else come across your feed, Jack? That's been on your mind lately? We haven't seen each other in a couple of weeks, my guy.
I know it's been a bit. No, the semester's over, which is not it's not over, but I'm done with everything, which is nice. But no, I think the main thing for me right now is just the NBA awards. Just deciding, who's going to be MVP. Because right now, SGA is the only, candidate that's hit the 65 game mark already. And then, outside of that, it's like, well, if Wemby plays the rest of the games this season, and then who was the other one that was up for it? Wemby, SGA, and Jokic, I think. If Jokic and Wemby play every game the rest of the season, then they'll be eligible.
So let me get your take on this, because this is starting to become a little bit of a little bit of a debate, right? Okay, yeah. What constitutes you playing a game? Okay, should they move it from a 65 games to a certain minute mark? Because LeBron has not played 65 games and won't be able to play 65 games, but LeBron has played more minutes than Wemby. And Wemby is going to be, if he finishes out, will be able to be up for the award, although LeBron is not. So and this is where like I'm like, oh, this is Popovich. This is such a Popovich type deal. Like, let me manipulate the rules to my favor and let me see how I can get advantage according to the current rules, and we're just going to keep doing it until they change it. Like, is Wemby suiting up for these games and maybe possibly even starting, maybe playing 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, maybe even just 1 quarter type minutes, and then putting them on rest because they can, because they have the personnel to, like, we're still running bigs. We're not doing it. They're winning games. So do they necessarily need him on the floor? But do you think the current format, the way it is now, is serving the NBA justice with this 65 game limit, or should they put it more to minutes and say, if you've played this certain amount of minutes, then you qualify for said awards? Because to me, if I suit up and I play, 2-3 minutes and I get hurt, hey, I suited up for that game though. That qualifies. Yeah. Right. So, tell me what your thoughts are. Do you think they should move on from the 65 game limit to minutes, or do you like the way it stands as it is?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of gray area, I think, and it's hard because when you get into the minutes thing, it's like, ooh, and then you got to divide it out across the season. And yeah, I mean, I think I like the games more than the minutes aspect of it, just because, if players are giving it a go, and if they're like you're saying, like suiting up for these games to go out there and at least like, give it a shot and perform and everything, then I'm like, I think I like that. I like them actually like going out there and giving some effort. But that's tough, man.
Just food for thought, man. Just food for thought. I'll ask you again next week because it's not like the NBA is going away anytime soon. So I want to get where everybody else's, mindset is. To me, I would love to see them go minutes, but
yeah,
I get the feeling of like, okay, now I got to stretch it out over the rest of the season.
Yeah. I think as long as it deals with load management, I think that's one of the best parts about it. Just, no more tanking, no resting these guys, like giving them a go. And, if you're playing 15 minutes a game for 65 games, I think that's hitting a good threshold. I don't know.
Yeah. There's got to be some kind of give, right? Go ahead, John.
No, I agree. No, 100%. Jack said it. I agree.
For those still watching, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube at JAMM Packed Podcast. Click on that notification button to view us live. We're live every Monday night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, with absolutely no apologies to the East Coast. Sorry about it. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook of JAMM Packed Podcast. If you want to be a guest, a guest on the podcast, hit us up there. Hit us up on Instagram. That's usually where I get all of the requests. Congrats again to Matt, who ended up winning the March Madness group brackets, even though he had no idea what school to pick. It was great. That was awesome. I'm just glad you beat out Tesla. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. From all of us at JAMM Packed, thank you. We don't have to hear him gloat the entire time on the podcast. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you guys tune in next week as we run through hopefully more NFL draft news, as well as things going on in the MLB and NBA. Let me change our screen real quick.
Let's go.
Boys, as always fun chatting ball. Love you guys. Till next week, guys. And this includes you, chat. Make sure you guys are kind to one another. Take care of each other. The world needs more of it. Let's go. And we'll see you guys next week. Later, fellas.
Hey, guys.
Yo, it's jam packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track. We got the juice, the vibe, the facts. So lean in close, it's time to unpack. Mic check 1, 2, we breaking the mold. Story so bold, got the heat and the cold. From culture to combo, we never play flat. Every beat, every word, yeah, jam packed. J for the jokes, A for the art, M for the moments that hit from the heart, M for the magic, the mind, the map. Put it all together, now you're jam-packed. Tune in, lock in, we're taking you higher. Fuel for your thoughts, spark for your fire. No filler, no fluff, just truth intact. This ain't just a pod, it's jam-packed. Yo, it's jam-packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting